You know what's crazy about life? Most people aren't destroyed by the world around them. They're destroyed by the noise within them. It's not the storm outside that breaks you. It's the storm inside you that you refuse to calm. We live in a world that's louder than ever. Everyone's talking, few are thinking. Everyone's moving, few are living. And everyone's connected, but somehow still lonely. We wake up to notifications. We fall asleep to distractions. And in between, we wonder why peace never calls our name. The truth is simple. You can't hear your purpose when your life is filled with noise. See, peace isn't the absence of sound. It's the presence of clarity. It's that moment when your soul says, I know what matters now. But here's the problem. Most people are busy surviving opinions. They care more about being liked than being aligned. They spend their lives trying to fit into rooms that don't even match their spirit. You can't be free if you're addicted to approval. You can't find peace if you're chasing validation. And you can't hear God if you keep turning up the volume of the world. You ever notice how people are more anxious today than ever before? Because we're over-informed but under-reflective. We know everything about everyone else, but nothing about ourselves. We scroll through 1,000 stories and still don't know our own. Let me tell you something. It's not your phone that's the problem. It's what it's replacing. It's replacing your silence. It's replacing your stillness. It's replacing your moments of reflection with an endless chase for distraction. And distraction is dangerous because it feels like progress but leads you nowhere. You can spend your whole life busy and still be far from your purpose because busyness doesn't mean productivity. Movement doesn't mean growth. And attention doesn't mean alignment. Most people aren't lost. They're just distracted. See, focus isn't just about what you look at. It's about what you ignore. It's about saying no to what doesn't serve your soul. Every time you say yes to nonsense, you say no to purpose. And every time you choose noise, you silence your own peace. I once met a young man who said, "Brother, I can't sleep. My mind won't stop." I told him, it's not that your mind won't stop. It's that you never learned to guide it. Your thoughts aren't supposed to control you. You're supposed to control them. You're the landlord of your mind. Stop letting chaos live there rent-free. You let guilt, jealousy, comparison, fear, and regret decorate your mental space. And then you wonder why peace can't find a room to stay. Peace doesn't compete with noise. It waits for you to quiet down. You know, people pray for peace, but never create the conditions for it. They pray for focus, but never practice silence. They pray for strength, but avoid struggle. You can't grow without friction. You can't be strong if you never face pressure. And you can't build faith if everything in life always goes your way. That's the thing about peace. It's not born in comfort. It's born in chaos. It's built when you're surrounded by noise, but still choose calm. And that choice, that's the key word, choice. Because peace is a decision before it's a feeling. You can't control how life treats you, but you can control what you focus on. Focus on what you can control, and peace follows. Focus on what you can't, and anxiety takes over. Whatever you magnify multiplies. Focus on problems, they grow. Focus on gratitude, blessings grow. Focus on God, and peace begins to move in. But focus on people's opinions, and you'll lose yourself one thought at a time. You know what's sad? We spend years trying to be everything the world wants and forget who we were meant to be. We chase achievements, but ignore alignment. We fill our homes with things, but our hearts stay empty. We call it success, but it's really noise, disguised as purpose. I met an old man once. He was sitting under a tree, watching people rush by with phones in their hands. He smiled and said, "They're all chasing something they can't name." I asked him, "What do you mean?" He said, "They're thinking they're chasing happiness, but happiness runs faster when you chase it. You have to slow down to catch it." That hit me hard, because slowing down is something we've forgotten how to do. We think slowing down is weakness, but it's actually wisdom. It's saying, my peace matters more than my pace. You see, life's not about how fast you go. It's about how focused you are. You can run fast and still go nowhere, but even small steps in the right direction change everything. Sometimes the most powerful move you can make is to be still, because stillness isn't inaction, it's intention. It's choosing to pause, reflect, and realign. That's how clarity is born. God doesn't shout, He whispers, and you can only hear Him in the silence between your distractions. The world tells you to hustle harder. God tells you to trust deeper. The world says, get more. God says, be more. And if you're not careful, you'll end up rich in possessions, but poor in purpose, surrounded by noise, but starving for meaning. The world will teach you to chase everything temporary, but peace comes from learning to hold on to what's eternal. And let me tell you something funny. I once saw a man meditating with his phone in his hand. He said, "I'm trying to find peace." I said, "Brother, God can't compete with your notifications." He laughed, but I was serious. We all want peace, but we don't want to unplug from what steals it. You want peace? Turn down the world, turn up your focus, and start listening again to your heart, to your faith, to the voice of truth. Because when you truly listen, you'll realize something powerful. You were never lost. You were just buried under the noise. Remove the noise, and what's left is clarity. What's left is peace. What's left is you. So stop chasing chaos. Stop living on autopilot. Stop running from silence. You don't need more success. You need more stillness. You don't need more followers. You need more faith. You don't need more recognition. You need more reflection. Because peace isn't found in having more. It's found in needing less. So protect your focus, guard your heart, feed your faith, and remember, the loudest world can't shake the quiet soul that knows its purpose. Silence isn't empty. It's full of answers. And when you learn to hear the silence, you'll finally find the peace you've been praying for.